One thing I would say, Mr. Mayor, which is at the nub of this question, is about Article 50. On the 22nd of June 2016, you said very, very clearly, out is out, and that there will be no going back. And then the following day, we had an historic vote to indeed come out. Do you not think, Mr. Mayor, that in the 2 years since, culminating in you, I think, in an extraordinary way, calling for Article 50 to be revoked, do you not think that your attitude and your pronouncements on this have actually fundamentally damaged the democratic culture in the country, which is what we're actually facing at the moment? There is a real crisis of democracy at the moment.
No.
You don't?
No.
You really don't?
No.
So you don't think that actually by calling for the revocation of Article 50, which is essentially cancelling Brexit, it's cancelling the process, you do not think that that actually causes any problem for democracy at all?
No,
you really don't?
I can't think of anything more democratic than giving the British public a say.
No. You're talking about revoking Article 50.
Oh, what were the
All right, let me try it another way, Mr. Mayor. Look, do you still consider yourself to be a mayor for all Londoners?
Absolutely.
Right. Okay, well, 41% of those Londoners voted to leave, right? Don't you think this shows them, at the very least, a huge disrespect that you would actually call for the revocation of Article 50?
Well, I think the disrespect is with those who campaign to leave, making promises that prove to be false. So the premise on which the campaign was fought had shown to be not true. So promises were made that we could leave the European Union and have the same terms of trade with them outside the club, inside the club. Not true. Promises were made we could do a deal with the EU during the course of an afternoon and have a cup of tea. Not true. Promises were made there'd be hundreds of deals, trade deals, ready to go when we left the EU.
When you want to talk, Mr. Mayor, sorry, Mr. I've got so little time. When you want to talk about things being said that were untrue, the whole virtue of product fear economically was untrue, right? The whole of it was untrue, and it's still going on now. I repeat, that when you talk about revoking Article 50, right, this has real ramifications for actually people's faith in our whole process. You're a public figure.
I think, Chair, some of us should talk to some of those businesses that have chosen to leave our country over the last 2 years in relation to Project Fair. He should speak to some of those EU citizens who have left our country because of the uncertainty over the last 2 years. He should speak to those who are no longer investing in our country, whether it's Nissan or whether it's Ford who are concerned.
I've got a few seconds. All I would say to you is I think that basically you said out means out, no going back. Right? You never thought people would vote out, and you've never come to terms with it, and you've been trying to undermine it ever since, Mr. Mayor.